Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're coming back, if you're new, grab a seat and let's just dive in. So this video actually was inspired by a video I saw previously about not having friends. And I just wanted to make this video to make somebody else feel that it's okay not to have friends, because that video really inspired me, because I was kind of thinking, am I weird that I do not have friends? I mean, I'm like the more... Anyway, let's not talk about me. Because in my opinion, I feel like I'm the most wonderful human ever created, if I do say so myself. Because first of all, I'm very genuine. You know what I mean? Like, I come from a very... like, if I ever meet you, I'm meeting you like genuinely. Like, I meet you genuinely. I see people for who they are. And I'm like, okay, why is this not reciprocal? Like, why is it not reciprocated? So I actually took some time out and decided to just like figure it out. Like, who's the problem here? And after much thinking, I finally realized why I do not have friends. Yes, I'm a millennial and I do not have friends, which is actually very weird, because as a millennial or a millennial, we grow up knowing that you need to have friends, you need to have people around you, right? So yeah, I'm a millennial and I do not have friends. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, so I am a millennial. I was born in the... What does millennial mean? I just know I'm a millennial and I have no idea what that means. So please, if you know what that means, just write down in the comment section below, because I have no idea what a millennial is, but I know I am a millennial. Yeah. So one of the reasons I do not have friends is a couple of things, actually, because I am a very friendly person. And why do I not have friends? I realized I used to have friends, and every time something would just come up, like jealousy issues especially. Like, people just start out nice. They're just nice to you in the beginning, and then once you get to know them, like you trust each other and you start telling each other stuff, you kind of realize like there's some tinge of jealousy, if not a lot of jealousy. I have no idea. Like, I don't know why people get jealous. Like, why do people get jealous though? If you ever get jealous, please tell me why you get jealous, because have I ever been jealous? Yeah, I cannot deny that I've ever been jealous, because there'll always be someone who's better than you. Like, there'll always be someone who's better than you. And I think I've felt that way before, like, because we're human, right? So at some point in my life, I've noticed that probably something about somebody made me jealous. And you know what I did? I stopped surrounding myself with them, or I stopped subscribing to them, or I stopped following them, or I stopped watching them, if it's triggering some jealousy in you. So I don't even remember who I'm jealous of. Like, at this point in time, I don't know. There's nobody I can be jealous of. Not even a celebrity, not even someone who looks better than me, not even someone who has more money than me, not even someone who has, I don't know, like, so I don't get why people get jealous. You understand what I mean? So when I meet people and I'm really genuine with them and they expose this jealous traits, I'm like, why are we friends then in the first place? Why are we friends then if I trigger feelings of jealousy inside you? You know what I mean? So yeah, one of the reasons I do not have friends is because of jealousy, because I try to keep my energy very sacred, very, like, if you're jealous, that's on you. If there's good things going on in your life, I'm going to celebrate you. If you hear something good in my life and you don't celebrate me, I cannot be friends with you. I'd rather keep to myself than surround myself with jealous people just to have friends. The second reason why I do not have friends is because my vibration is a little bit too high. What does that even mean? Okay, I've raised my vibration. Like, I think my voltage is so high that it triggers people. Like, and I feel that. Like, the moment I walk out, the moment I'm in a group of people, for some reasons that cannot be mentioned in this video, I trigger people for some sort. So these experiences have made me very wary of people, which shouldn't be that way, right? I should be able to just enjoy people's company, but the way people have reacted to me or react to me makes me just want to keep to myself. You know, because first of all, there's two kinds of people I meet when I meet them. The first kind of people, it's kind of like they just are drawn to me, like they love me for no particular reason. And the next type of people fear me. There's no in between. It's either you love me or you fear me. And you will love me if we are like on the same vibe, or your heart is kind of open and you have a little bit of, you're seeking something. If you're seeking something of the good side, you will be so attracted to me. Like, if you're seeking the light, if you're seeking God, if that spark is in you, you will be attracted to me. You will love me. On the other hand, if there's some shadows within you, you will kind of get triggered. You will kind of fear me, which will trigger some reactions in you. Some of these reactions you don't even know you are reacting. It's just an automatic response. You know what I mean? Like, fear triggers a lot of emotions, a lot of stuff, which we'll not talk about in this video. But I sat down with myself and I had to ask myself this question, like, how come I do not have friends, yet I'm an amazing human, in my opinion? The reason why I say I'm an amazing human is because I listen to you. It doesn't matter who you are, I listen to you. I see you for who you are. And people feel seen, they feel heard, they feel like they matter when they're with me. But then they're not able to reciprocate that. They're not able to see me. They cannot. And I kind of understand now why they don't see me. I just want to say this because as you raise your vibration, as you raise your consciousness, there's very few people who can relate to you. You can relate to everybody, but it's very, very few people who can relate to you, who can see you for who you are. But you see them, but they're not seeing you. So the reason why I say that is because nobody has been able to see me for who I am. They're only attracted to me, like they only want to be close to me for how I make them feel. Which on my part is like I'm giving, and I'm not receiving what I'm giving out. So there's a lot of energy going out and not a lot of energy coming in, which makes me just want to stay by myself and preserve my energy. This is a universe of balance. If you're always taking, and you never give, there's an imbalance there. Well, whomever you're taking from, you're depleting them. It has to be an exchange. It has to be a balanced relationship. Whether it's a friendship, whether it's an actual relationship, romantic relationship, or whatever relationship we form in this society, it has to be a balanced one. Like I give you and you give me. It's a give and take. You know what I mean? So far, there's no one who has been able to give me as much as I give them. Like as much attention as I give them, nobody gives me that same attention. And I'm out here wondering, where are my equals? Where are my equals? I am one of one. But of course, there must be people who are similar to me. You know what I mean? And I'm seeking for these people, and I shall find them. Because the Bible says, seek and you shall find. So if there's just a little bit, like if you resonate with me, if you think we have the same vibe, like if you vibe with me, if you understand where I'm coming from, or listen, if you vibe with me, I do not have to say much. You'll just know this is my fam. This is my tribe. This is my family. Subscribe. And like this video, because I want to know how many people are relating to me out there, man. Was I just dropped in an island by myself? No. They must be like not a group. There must be people like me out there, and I'm seeking such people, like my equals. Come on. If you're out there, if you're a high vibrational being, if you love yourself, you're confident in yourself, and you're working continuously to improve yourself, this is your place. Subscribe. If you're a being of light, subscribe. If you're also seeking the light, subscribe. If you want to make, I don't even know how to say this, but we're going to skip that. This is so weird. So another reason I do not have friends. Is because I think maybe it connects to this second point that I said, but it's because many people cannot we cannot have a conversation with somebody. Like they will be talking about Rihanna's big bat, or Cardi B wore I don't know what kind of shoe, or I don't know what celebrity did. I cannot for the love of me talk about. I cannot. For the love of me, cannot talk about another person. it's so like my whole being contracts. My whole being just fucking contracts because why are we talking? Like, I cannot do gossip. I don't want to know. I don't want to know who did what. I really don't want to know. But the thing is, many people, this is their conversation. This is all they can talk about. Other people. What time do you have to start looking into other people's lives and talking about them? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And I find that people like to gossip about, like, regular people like to talk about celebrities, their friends, or whoever. They like to gossip. I cannot do that. So when we have a conversation, there's some friction there because I want to talk about life. I want to talk about how amazing the beauty of life. Despite the ups and downs, life is so beautiful. And I want to talk about such moments and I want to laugh. Yo, you guys. When I meet you, I just want to laugh. Like, if we are friends, we're just giggling the whole time. We are dying of laughter. But people want to talk about problems. Oh, I don't have money. Oh, this person did this. Which, like, sucks the life out of me. Like, seriously, I do not have time for that. So, instead of having to deal with that, which is like 99.2% of the world population love to talk about this, there's just like a disparity. There's just like something that just doesn't add up. So what do? Keep my company to myself. I love my company, by the way, because first of all, I find myself so fascinating. And this is not egotistic or egoistic. One of the two. It's not an ego thing. It's just that I've come to accept myself as I am, with my flaws and with my strengths. I have no time to compare myself with other people. I am going within myself and I am exploring the depths of me, which is like, what? I wish I could bring you into my inner world. So I like my own company. I enjoy my own company. My God. What? I really, really, really do enjoy my own company because it's the conversations in my head. It's the imaginations. It's the places my mind takes me. It's the places my heart takes me. It's the places I've probably been or I've never been, but it's just fascinating, to come back home to yourself and discover who you are and find out this aspects of yourself that you did not know are there. And there's so much you can learn from yourself, just yourself. Actually, it's okay. You don't need to be with so many friends because when you have so many people around you, they drain your energy. Energy that you cannot have to chase your dreams, energy that you cannot have to do what you want, energy that you cannot have to live in the present moment. The present moment is gold. If no one ever told you that. The present moment, not in time. The present moment without time is effing gold. The more people you have around you, the less time you have to be in the present moment because they're energy suckers. And it's not the worst thing to be alone and not to have friends and not to fit in. You don't need that. That's just society's programming. That's society's programming, or however they say it. Anyway, get used to being alone. The source, the creator, the universe, God, is alone. Do you think he's like crying? Do you think he's miserable? Why he's alone? Because he's alone in existence. There's only God in existence. I'm pretty sure God was just chilling someday, all blissed out, and then he's like, is this all? I'm just here by myself. I should probably create stuff, billions of stuff. I should probably do what I want. I'm the only one in existence. And so he creates billions of stuff just to keep himself busy, but he's still comfortable with being alone. If you're seeking to raise your vibration, if you're seeking to go to higher states of consciousness, get used to being alone. Because it gets lonely at the top. Lonely, lonely, lonely. Lonely, lonely, lonely. In particular, lonely, lonely, lonely. It gets so lonely. Is it called asake or asake or ashaki? Asaki. Asake. Why do people have difficult names? Anyway, this guy, he's a musician, he's from Nigeria. He sang this song called Lonely, Lonely, Lonely at the Top. Lonely, lonely, lonely. In particular. Anyway, yeah, it gets lonelier at the top if they never told you. If you don't want to be by yourself, stay in the lower states of consciousness. But as you rise higher and as you continue to rise higher to God consciousness, it gets lonelier and lonelier and lonelier as you go back to source. Do you get me? Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's okay. It's not a bad thing to be lonely. It's not a bad thing. God is alone, but you're not alone, like alone. No, you're never alone. You're never alone. So if you're lonely at this point and you don't have friends, it's okay. It's normal. But just know that you are never alone. First of all, you have your guides, you have your angels, you have God by your side. You are never alone. So don't feel lonely. If you feel lonely, then listen. I wonder too. I get lonely too sometimes, but I make peace with that. I have people that I know, but I don't have like friends. Like, do you know what I mean? Like somebody I can just, do you know what I mean? Like someone I can just sit and we talk on my level. I have none of that. And clearly, I don't really fit in. For reasons that will not be spoken about on this video. But when you're one of a kind, how can you fit in? And I'm sure you could experience this as well, especially if you're an awakened being, or do they say chosen ones? I don't know how I feel about that, but if you're like this, you will not have many friends, and it is okay. You are not alone. We are in this together. We are in this together, and you have a whole team of support behind you. The one who brought you here knows why you are alone, and you are alone for a reason. If you want to be a better person, if you want to live your greatest life, your greatest lifetime, you need to get used to being alone. But if being alone actually is something that you are afraid of, then just don't even go through the self-development journey, because as you start to rise higher, you're leaving so many people below. So not so many people will relate to you as you rise higher. And yeah, you will find very quickly that you have a lot of time alone, which is good. I cannot. First of all, do you know how people are draining? People are so fucking draining. They're either complaining about this, they're either talking about things that happened in the past, they're either talking about something that they want to really happen in the future. Dealing with people, it's a lot. I am very sensitive. I pick up people's energies. So why make people feel better and then they leave me drained after? It needs to be an exchange, right? So yeah, this was just a very, very long video to explain why a millennial could have 0 friends and not fit in. So if you are a millennial or not, you have 0 friends and you don't fit in, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know that there are other people like me, like there are other lonely people out there just like me, and let's just form like this little, this little community of weirdos, this little community of light freaks, this community of people who are confident just in their own company. Subscribe, and I'll see you in my next